Heights man facing many charges after authorities say he robbed a Cleveland bank for the second time. 40-year-old Anthony Lewis, you see here, well, he was recently released from prison. He served time for robbing the Key Bank on St. Clair Avenue. Authorities say just one day after his release, he went back to that same bank and he robbed it. He made off with just about $1,000. Lewis will face federal charges after going 0-2 in bank robberies. Same bank. Wow. He didn't have luck the first time, went back and...
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes out of Cleveland, Ohio. Been a while since I had a video from Cleveland. Anyway, big shout out to my people in Cleveland. Your boy will be stopping through later on this year. I'm just trying to get everything lined up together. But anyway, I want to thank my subscriber who sent this video in. And when I first heard about the story, seen the video, I went and did some background check, you know, and then I listened to Charlamagne the God. You know who Charlamagne the God is, the Breakfast Club. And basically, he gave the guy that don't get a damn. So I'm like, okay, well, this must be true and everything else. So he did a good job of breaking it down. But we're going to go a step just a little bit further. Tell me this right here. Why would a man, number one, still consider robbing banks in this day and time? Okay, he might be broke. He might be desperate. Might have a bad drug habit. Or, you know, he wants suicide by a cop. That means you go out here and you do stuff. And you really, your true intentions is to make the police gun you down because you don't have enough, I guess, guts or balls to kill your own self. I don't know what kind of sense that made. But what was his reason for robbing the bank the first time? Okay, maybe it was all of the above, or maybe one thing I said. But to get caught, go to prison, spend 30 months in prison, you would think that he would have rehabilitated himself. You would have think that he would have changed his life, his way of thinking. And this is the problem that we have more than damn near anything else. People with these reprobated minds. And if you don't know what reprobated mean, go back and read your Bible. You know what I'm saying? And for my Christians out there, for my Christians, people that believe in the Most High, you can call them God, Jesus, whatever you want to say, Allah, all of the above, all the same. But anyway, could you tell me this right here? Why do people choose to do stupid things and also do the same things and want a different result? Let me tell you something. Until you change your way of thinking, you're always going to get the same results. As in this situation right here, this guy went to prison for robbing a bank. He gets out after spending 30 months in prison. And the very next day, guess what he decided to do the day after he got out? No, he didn't want to go get up and go get no job. He didn't want to get up and go get no food stamps. He didn't want to go get one of them boxes and stuff, them Trump boxes. You know, they try to do away with the food stamp shit, so they put all the stuff in these boxes. He didn't want to go to the food bank. He didn't want to go help out at the local YMCA. He didn't want to do none of that. Guess what? He woke up with something on his mind. He had his mind on his money and his money on his mind. So he decides, I'm going to go rob the same damn bank, not a different bank. No, I'm going to go back to the same damn bank I just robbed a little bit 2.5 years ago. And that's what he done. And guess what he did? Ended up getting his black ass caught. Yes, ended up getting his ass caught. So I'm going to read a snippet from the story and I'm going to give my opinion. Sure, as we go. Officials. Man robs same bank one day after release from prison. And you know that warden or that captain or that colonel told him, or that major told him, probably the warden and the colonel told him, you'll be back. You'll be back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't picked up one book since you've been up in here. You ain't did shit. You feel me? We done gave you a reentry assessment program and you ain't completed nothing. You feel me? Everybody in this trying to learn how to file their taxes, trying to learn how to fill out a job application properly, because you have to understand, you have people who don't even know how to do that. So you have people really trying to learn. Guess what his ass over there doing? Drawing blueprints out how he gonna rob the bank again. Knowing if you weren't successful the first time, because your ass would have never wound up in prison the first time, why go back and try it again and see? And this is where he went wrong at. He probably heard that Aaliyah song, at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. He probably heard that shit and said, but damn, you know what? I'm going to dust myself off and I'm going to give it one more try. You feel me? Anyway, now, this coming out of Cleveland. Authorities say a man sent to a state prison for bank robbery has robbed the same Cleveland bank branch the day after release. You know what I'm saying? Like the day after tomorrow. Federal prosecutors in Cleveland say 40 years old now. You done wasted your whole goddamn life. You done wasted your whole time on this damn earth. All because you want to be Bonnie and Clyde. You want to be a damn bank robber. You want to be Jesse James himself, Billy the Kid. Not realizing, number one, unless you Robert De Niro or Val Kilmer off the movie Heat. For those who know about the bank robbing movie, the big ass blockbuster movie they filmed in LA of them robbing banks. Unless you got that kind of skill, you shouldn't be out there doing it anyway. And even if you do, don't do it, because we don't advocate that shit on this channel. But I'm just saying, God damn it, if you're going to do something, at least be smart at what you do. No, not him. His name is Markiko Sonny Lewis. We're going to let that resonate right quick. 40-year-old Markiko Sonny Lewis sound like a future bank robber in the making. Sound like he was going to grow up to be a bomb-ass ninja. Yes, that's what he was right there. Now, he was indicted Tuesday on a single count of bank robbery for robbing a Cleveland Key Bank branch April the 12th. Prosecutors say he took just over, guess how much? No, not $5,000, not $10,000, not $7,000, not $8,000, $1,000. $1,000. He traded in his freedom for $1,000 damn dollars. Hell, I could have just drove by here, threw that stack at you, knocked you all in your face with that damn stack. You'd be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted money that damn bad, you feel me? You could have just hit me up. And you know what I'm saying? I would have, you know what I'm saying? I would have fired Jose. Come on out there to Cali. You could have did some yard work and made that $1,000. But this is the problem. You people don't want to work. You feel me? It's sad. It's just pitiful. Now, Lewis of Maple Heights, and big shout out to all my people up there in Maple Heights, was sentenced to 30 months in prison in Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court in April 2016, including time already served after pleading guilty to robbing the same bank branch in November 2015. He was released April 11th. Court records indicate Lewis hasn't been assigned an attorney because most likely his broke ass can't afford one. And this is what happened when you resort to a life of crime. You feel me? You have to understand, hey, what you used to do yesterday, you might not can do today. You probably could go out there and do all kinds of illegal activities. But guess what? Time catch up with you. Change everything. Nothing stays the same. You know what I'm saying? They always developing new ways of catching people, new security techniques. And don't you understand, they have tracking devices, man, that they can put inside these, I mean, little stuff like a little microchip, something that you have to be really paying attention to see. You can flip the money like they show in the movies and all that stuff. That shit is fake, you feel me? Unless you work in the bank, and I worked in a bank before. Matter of fact, JP Morgan Chase, I worked there for a few months anyway. That was some years ago. But so I know exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna give you all the details, you know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you this right here. You have to be a damn fool to sit up here and want to go in these damn banks and try to rob them. Number one, he lucky he didn't get his ass shot. He lucky he didn't get his life taken. You feel me? All because $1,000. But I think it's something different. I think that he got used to being in jail. And this what happened to a lot of people that get used to being in jail. We have family members like that. Some of us have cousins like that, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, who can't keep their ass out of trouble. You feel me? They be free for 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 weeks, and next thing you know, they back in jail or prison for about 2 or 3 more years. And before you know it, 10, 20 years done went by, and they wondering where the hell everybody went. You know what I'm saying? Where sister cousin Shirley Baby at? Sister cousin Shirley Baby is grown now and got kids of their own, you know, and you come back all these years later not realizing life done changed. People done moved on. But at the same time, why sit up in here and put yourself in jeopardy like that over some damn fiat money? Money that ain't backed up by nothing. It's backed up by the interest and the thought that people put into it. It's nothing but paper. But anyway, that's a long different story for another video. I'll teach y'all about that one other day. So here this guy is wasting his time. Could have been in prison educating himself. You could have been in prison learning a trade. You could have been learning how to weld. You could have been learning automotive. You could have been learning HVAC, how to work on air conditioners and stuff like that, refrigerators. It made a good living. But no, you have people out here who you cannot help. And that's the sad thing about this situation. And you know, Meek Mill just getting out. Think what's that, last week he just got out, or the week before, about a week or two ago, Meek Mill just got out, and they have this whole discussion up for prison reform where they try to change these laws for people that's on probation and on parole, but really the probation type phase where as they get violated over anything, over any little minuscule thing, the PO officer can violate them and throw them back in the slammer. And this does not make the case look good when you have a guy who spent 30 months in prison, robbed one bank, and before I even say that, the fact that he's a black man also, because Meek Mill black also. So you have to look at the stigma that they put on the racial stereotypes. But you have on this side somebody fighting to get these laws change and where they can't just lock you up and take your freedom. And then on the other hand, you have this asshole, this bum who gets out of prison and the next day he decided to go rob the same bank. So you have to understand when people see this, that's what they think. Well, it don't do no good. We might as well keep locking them up for anything, because look at this guy. He spent 30 months in prison and he gets out the next day and he go rob a bank. So it's no reform. They deserve whatever they get. And you have people who think like that. So remember that. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So let me know what you all think about this situation. And to this guy, 40-year-old Marquiko Sonny Lewis, is Sonny Lewis the boxer your real daddy? Is he your daddy? I don't know. Let me know. My people in Cleveland, please chime in. Tell me what's going on. I know damn well Cleveland is a nice sized city and there's plenty of jobs there. This guy could have went, like I said, and got him a trade, got him some certification. Welders make good money, especially when you become a master welder. It depends on if you can do flux core, MIG, and TIG, and all that. Yes, I know, because I used to weld also. So it's a lot he could have done. Automotive, people always gonna need their cars worked on. People always gonna need their air conditioner worked on. But the thing is, that's what happened when people want stuff for free. They want it instant right there. They don't want to wait. They want instant gratification. And one thing about instant gratification, you have to understand, you know. Everything that shines ain't gold, you know. So I'm thinking that either he got a boyfriend. Yes, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a damn who don't like it. Either he got a boyfriend in jail or prison, or he got an old man in there. An old man. I ain't talking about no old man on camera. I'm talking about a husband in there. Somebody who's running him. Or he couldn't wait to get back to jail or prison, because there's no way in hell anybody in their right mind would sit up here and spend 30 months in prison, hard labor, then get out the very next day and don't do anything. Probably he can get him a piece of tail or nothing and go decide to rob a bank. That is some BS. Let me know what you all think about this video right here. And to all my people who done got into trouble, hey, and you done change your life around, I salute you, because that is one of the hardest things to do in this world. You know what I'm saying? They say it's harder for a rich man to make it into heaven than a camel through the eye of a needle. But it's harder for people who done came from these street life, this thug life, to change their life around and turn it and make it prosperous. You know what I'm saying? If you can do that, I salute you. And just because you've been in trouble in the past, that does not define your future. You define your future every day by the steps that you take in the day-to-day walk that we call life. I'm going to leave it at that right there. You all stay blessed. And don't waste your life out here, because let me tell you something. Like Too Short said, and before you know it, you're going to realize life is too short. I'm out.